This case involved a serious independence issue. The main ethical problem here is that the auditor may be influenced financially because the firm heavily depends on the client's fee and the client still owes a large amount of money. There's also time pressure to rush the audit because the bank needs the audited financial statement before the end of the month. At the same time, as a partner, I did not review the audit plan earlier, and now I need to sign off quickly. Because of these factors, there is a self-interest trade, intimidation trade, and self-review trade. This situation puts the auditor in a difficult position and may cause the auditor to compromise professional. These are the affected parties. The first affected party is the audit firm and the partners, because if anything goes wrong, our reputation and credibility will suffer. Company A is also affected because they need the overdraft to continue the operation and survive financially. The lenders and bank are affected too because they rely on the audited financial statement to decide whether they should give financing. If the financial statements are inaccurate, the bank may lose money. Lastly, the public investor and stakeholder who rely on audited information are also affected because they need trustworthy and reliable audit opinions for decision making. This also affects the overall reputation of the accounting profession in Malaysia. In this case, several fundamental MIA ethical principles are at risk. Integrity may be compromised if the auditor issues a misleading opinion just to help the client get financing. Objectivity is threatened because the auditor might be influenced by the outstanding fees and pressure. Professional competence and due care are at risk if the auditor rushes and does not carry out adequate audit procedures. Professional behavior is also affected because agreeing to installment payment can reduce independence. Confidentiality must still be protected throughout the whole audit process. Key consideration. The first key consideration is the outstanding fees, which could be seen as financial dependence and affects independence. Second, going concern is a high-risk area and requires more evidence and professional judgment. Third, the bank is requesting audited accounts urgently, but the auditor cannot sacrifice audit quality just to meet deadlines. Finally, the decision made by the bank depends heavily on the audited statements. If the audit opinion is wrong, the consequences are serious not only for the bank but also for the entire profession. These are the solution and evolution. There are 4 possible solutions. Solution 1 is to rush the audit to help the client get the bank loan, but this is not acceptable because it risks issuing a wrong opinion. Solution 2 is to stop the audit until all outstanding fees are paid, but this may damage the client relationship and delay the process even more. Solution 3 is to continue the audit but with proper procedures and involve another independent partner to review, which can help protect independence and quality. Solution 4 is to withdraw from the engagement completely, but this should only be considered as the final option when no safeguards can be applied. The best solution is to continue with the audit while implementing safeguards to maintain independence. Before signing the audit report, Company A should be asked to settle a significant portion of the outstanding 25,000 fees. The auditor must also perform full and proper going concern procedures such as reviewing future cash flows and management plans. An independent partner or EQCR should also be involved to review the audit work. By doing this, the firm still helps the client ethically while ensuring that the audit is conducted professionally, objectively, and in compliance with MIA standards. In conclusion, this case teaches us that being an auditor involves not only technical skills but also strong ethical judgment. Even when the client is important and there is financial pressure, auditor must also uphold professional values and independence. We must never compromise audit quality just to satisfy client expectations or deadlines. Protecting the public interest, maintaining integrity, and following ethical principles must always be the priority in every audit engagement.